G'day everyone, I'm Rob Foran from the Rotary Club of Echuca, Miami. Thanks very much for the opportunity to speak today. And when Julie put the question of where do you see Rotary going in 20 years, to be honest, I had no idea. It was a really tough question because there's so many different directions in which an organisation such as Rotary can go. So I did what I usually do, and I called my younger brother, who's a teaching principal in the Northern Territory, and asked him his advice on where does he think Rotary could go in the next 20 years. And to my dismay, he actually said, "Don't you think it'll be dead and buried by then?" No, I didn't. But then my follow-up question to that was, where would you take Rotary in the next 20 or so years? So we came up with 3 dot points, and I'm cheating and I'm going to read them off my hand. Both of us agreed that we should really promote service over attendance, and I think it was alluded to in the last speech there, that perhaps going to the meetings, going through the motions, having dinner, having fellowship, which is fantastic, doesn't have to be done every week, doesn't have to be done the same way each time, and we as a club at Echuca are starting to get out of that formulaic Rotary type of meeting, which is fantastic, and it's good to hear that other clubs are starting to get out of that too. Number 2 is better promotion of probably our more exemplary programs. So I've been, and you can thank me for this later, a part of World of Difference, and that's what brought me into Rotary in the first place. Thanks very much, Bronwyn and the team with WAD. So those programs are what probably attract us as younger people to the club. And number 3 is throw the net a little bit wider. Ask people that you wouldn't normally ask to go to a professional networking oriented kind of organisation such as Rotary. Maybe ask some younger people that have just turned 18, 19 and ask them their opinion on the world. And I'll just get everyone to hunch forward in their seats a little bit. This one's really important. Okay? So number 4 is you should go to the Echuca Steam Rally on Queen's Birthday long weekend. Fantastic weekend and a great show of what Rotary can do in a small community. Thanks very much.
Hello, my name's Nicole and I'm a past president of the Rotary Club of Melbourne Park. When thinking about the future of Rotary, I think it's first also important to reflect. The next generation of Rotarians have grown up in an environment full of choice. They're used to being constantly stimulated with new ideas and information. They are very interested in opportunities to further their skills and personal happiness, and this most certainly includes the opportunity to give back to their community. So what does this mean for the future success of Rotary? For me, I think it means that it will be important that Rotary can ensure it offers a diverse range of opportunities to its future members, both in and across clubs, to maximise engagement. It will be important for Rotary to be dynamic and flexible, and to ensure that there is regular opportunity for the exchange of new ideas and to learn new skills. From my perspective, Rotary as a whole already has an impressive array of opportunities that members can get involved with. But it will be important to understand how we can make all of those easily accessible to a given member. This might mean increased collaboration between clubs as a way to quickly and easily facilitate the exchange of new ideas and diversify the opportunity available to a member. Part of the opportunity of Rotary is also friendship and networking. Ensuring diversity in our membership will be important to appeal to our future members. Diversity in membership with respect to gender, age, and ethnicity. Rotary will need to continue to adapt to meet the needs of the next generation of Rotarians. And I think for the future success of Rotary and for the sustainability of the amazing projects that it has to offer, it's important that not only that we adapt, but we thrive. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Himanshu Kaushik, and I'm current president of Rotary Club of Essendon North. Before I start my talk, I would like to thank our powerful District Governor, Julie Mason, for giving me an opportunity to serve our District 9800 at the Young Leadership Summit at Seoul International Convention this year. Thanks. Today I'm here to talk on how I see Rotary in next 20 years. When I joined Rotary, I was 25 years old. And I was the youngest member of our club. And I joined Rotary because of two reasons. The project they have done in the past for eradication of polio, especially in India, and the school they built in India, which is called Rotary International Public School, which is really massive school, and the great work they've been doing in my town with the help of that school in the kids of the community. For me, Rotary is all about youth and experience. And we have abundance of experience right now globally in all the Rotary clubs, and also right now in our room currently, I can see the experience in our members. We need the youth part in our organization. And how we can get that part is by supporting our youth-related projects. So for me, I think all clubs globally should focus more on youth-related projects. Because for me, programs like Interact, Early Act will become Interact, then they go to the Ripen, then they represent at the MUNA, then they become the Youth Exchange Student, and then to Rilarian, and then Rotaract, and then they become the Rotarian. So we need to pass this message to our young generation, what Rotarians do, because they are our future leaders. And if we can pass this message, we don't have to stress about our membership or growth of membership, because we have leaders for future in the pipeline. So for me, I think we need to focus on this youth part, and we are currently doing a great work in the community through our district or globally. To conclude my talk, I would say to make an organization better, we need a blend of youth and experience. As I said, we have the experience in our Rotarians, and this experience need to share with our youth, as youth is the powerful tool of any organization. So let's bring this power into this organization to make this blend perfect. Thank you, and be a gift to this world.
Hello, I'm Amanda Wendt, the President-elect for the Rotary Club of Melbourne Park and an incredibly proud Rotarian. My vision for Rotary, this wonderful organisation of ours, is to be a preferred training provider. I want organisations like the Big Fours and NAB, our wonderful sponsor, to partner with Rotary in order to develop their executives and, more importantly, their emerging young talent. Business is competitive, it's dynamic and ever-changing. Organisations can't afford to have cookie-cutter executives, and equally they can't afford to have cookie-cutter graduates anymore. Technical skill and competence is absolute baseline. That's what gets you in the door. But in order to excel these days, you need to be able to communicate, you need to be able to think critically about issues on a global scale, and you need to know how to deliver outcomes through the wonderful art of empathy. Rotary is uniquely positioned in order to bridge this experience gap. And I call on everyone in this room today who's not lucky enough to yet be retired to look at all the ways that you can integrate Rotary in the professional pathways for your staff. So yes, formal training is absolutely important, but how about complementing that with a 6 to 12 month membership of Rotary? How about also providing some seed money for a project for that staff member to drive either within their local community or abroad? I'd like to finally propose that what started with a group of businessmen in Chicago looking for ways to use their professional skills within the community has actually gone full circle. So this wonderful organisation of ours, Rotary, has the capacity and the ability to develop professionals and businesses, which in turn enhance our local communities.